Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest boxing news. I was surprised he told that because I didn't want that out. He caught a pretty nasty cold about a week and a day before the fight. As the week went by, Wilder was getting better and better. Just because your cold is leaving you doesn't mean you've got your strength all the way back. In reality, he was at 72 through 76% by the time he got in the ring. You could tell during the week that he was getting his strength back, but he wasn't going to be 100% back. He was not fully recovered. He was still coughing stuff up in the dressing room before the fight. Deontay got hit with a great shot, but he never quit problem solving. He was never out on his feet. He was getting hit with some tremendous shots from a great fighter, but he was trying to jam him, trying to clinch him, hold him, buy time. There were a lot of things he was doing that I'm glad he did. Now that is what Deontay Wilder's co-trainer slash manager, Deas, had to say. He said that Deontay Wilder wasn't 100% when he fought Luis Ortiz. It was actually 72 through 76%. As you see, that's what he claims. He said he had a cold and he was recovering from a cold. Now, I don't know how true that is, but if it is true, and if Wilder was recovering from a cold, and he wasn't 100% going into that fight, then that just shows you how much willpower Wilder has. You know, because, you know, I'm not going to say is the most, amazing thing, because fighters have fought with injuries before. Fighters have fought with, elbow pains. I mean, Andre Ward used to fight with elbow pains all the time before he got surgery. Deontay Wilder also, he's had several surgeries in his hand, so he's always fought with pain. But boxers fight with pain. They just have to it's really a mind over matter thing. They just have to fight even with the pain. Look at Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather Jr. used to fight with pain, and he used to always say that he would fight and he always had pain on his hands because he was always breaking his wrist. He was always breaking his hands. Were very fragile, I guess. He was breaking his hands very easily. He says he was happy how Wilder handled round 7 when he got stunned. And he was trying to clinch, which he was. He was hurt. He was trying to, the first thing he was trying to do was clinch, and he was just trying to survive. Like any other fighter would do. Again, I think it's ridiculous how I see people going around saying that they should have stopped the fight in round 7. Because as I explained in the video, in the Luis Ortiz video, I explained that there's been fighters in worse situations than that, who were getting, who were dropped several times in a round and they didn't stop the fight. Wilder was hurt in that round, but he wasn't dropped. It wasn't like he was dropped 4 times and then you could be like, oh shit. Like I said, look at Juan Manuel Marquez in the first Manny Pacquiao fight. He got dropped like 16 times. I know I'm exaggerating that, but he got dropped at least 5 times in the first round. In the first round. The referee could have easily stopped that fight and nobody would have been complaining. Had the referee stopped the fight right there, nobody would have complained because it would have been like, damn, he got dropped 5 times. But because he gave Marquez a chance, look at what happened. That ended up becoming a trilogy because Marquez won several rounds after getting his ass, put on his ass 5 times in the first round. So it just goes to show you. That's why I think it's ridiculous when people say they should have stopped the fight in round 7 when Wilder wasn't even dropped. He was hurt, but he was stunned, but he wasn't dropped again. There's a way stronger case for the first Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez fight. You could have, I would be saying, yo, they could have stopped the fight in the first round because that, like I said, that was a worse situation Marquez was in because he was dropped 5 times in his ass, and he looked like he was out on his feet, but he somehow recovered and he gave Pac-Man a beating. He won rounds against him. He was snapping that head back. It was so competitive that they had a not even a trilogy. They had 4 fights. 4 fights. That's how exciting that fight was. Imagine had the referee stopped the fight in round 1. That shit, we would have never seen a trilogy. They would have been like, there's no point in a trilogy. That fight lasted 3 minutes, 1 round. So because the referees gave Marquez a chance, that was the only reason why we got that trilogy. So that's what I'm saying. I just think it's dumb that people are complaining and bitching and saying that Ortiz got robbed. He got robbed when Wilder was hurt. He got robbed, and they should have stopped the fight because Ortiz had every right to win. No, they shouldn't have, because Wilder, like I said, there's fighters who have been in worse situations than Wilder, and they let the fight continue. So Wilder and like I said, you have to give the champion every opportunity to defend his belt. Wilder proved that he wasn't hurt because it took him 2 rounds to recover, and he came back and won the fight. And that's all I have to say, guys. As always, let me know what you guys think of what Deas said in this video, and subscribe for daily boxing videos, guys. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Bye.